I think I'm just making it worse. Fine. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, Back to Chubby. Hopefully today's video won't be too long because I'm getting ready to go on a trip. And I know every time I say hopefully today's video won't be too long, it's like 20 minutes, so dang it. Josh and I are getting ready to go out of town and see some of my family. I'm a little bit nervous about it because every time I travel, I tend to gain weight. Last time I traveled was for my birthday, and I gained like 4 or 5 pounds that weekend. And the time before that I traveled, I went on like a 10-day road trip kind of thing, and I gained like 15 pounds in 10 days. And I don't mean just water weight, I mean it took forever to get it off. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, but on the bright side, we actually get to finally try Cloud Top, so I'm looking forward to that because they don't sell it in my area. The closest they sell it is like an hour and a half away. So hopefully that's good. Also real quick, I guess I should mention that I started a sort of journal for myself, like a weight loss journal. And this was actually an idea that I saw on Operation Way Less. Mine's not as cute as hers, but that's fine. It works for now. Another issue I think I'm gonna have with going out of town is that I can't meal prep on my normal day because we'll still be out of town. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna work that in. Like, I've already got my meal plan kind of worked up, but actually doing the shopping and the prepping is gonna have to work a little bit differently than it usually does. So I'm a little bit nervous about that just because I've been trying so hard to make this into such a habitual lifestyle change, and I know me, and I know it doesn't take very much break in my routine to screw me up. So I'm kind of nervous that this is gonna be a setback. I'm not gonna view it as that. I'm gonna view it as a chance to start practicing working when conditions are not ideal, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I'm still a little bit nervous about it. So we'll see what happens. I just want to talk about a couple other things, and then I'm probably going to end the video for today. There's a whole lot of stuff I want to talk about, like in my vlog, and I have just like a list of things I want to cover, but I can't get to them all in every video, which is always kind of frustrating for me. But let's just go ahead and cut to my weigh-in real quick.
Hello. It's ready. £401.6 pounds.
401.6 is great. That's 2.4 pounds down, which is keeping me on track for my sort of 2 pounds a week-ish goal that I want to be at. I was, if I'm honest, I was hoping for a little bit more just because I'm so close to that stupid 400-pound goal, but that's fine. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. In addition to the 2.4 pounds, there's just a few non-scale victories I want to talk about real quick, which is not something I did last week, but I think it's a good thing to focus on the stuff aside from the number on the scale. One of the first things I want to mention, I guess, is that I've had some dry patches on my skin for a few years, and some of them are finally starting to clear up. They aren't completely gone, but they're much better than they were, and my skin's just generally a lot softer than it was. Like, I tended to have a dry patch right here that was like chronic, and now it's a little bit dry, but it's not like it was. It was pretty bad. And part of that might just be drinking more water. I'm sure a lot of it's just drinking more water, but I think a lot of it also has to do with some of the dietary changes we've been making, so I'm pretty happy with that. Also, I have had GERD, like gastrointestinal reflux disease disorder, whatever, since I was like 19, and much thinner than I am now, like literally weighing half as much as I do right now. But I have not been having as much problem with that recently. Again, I think partially because of the weight loss, but also because of some of the dietary changes, so I'm pretty happy about that too. Another thing is that someone who I haven't seen in a few weeks saw me and mentioned that I looked thinner, so that was cool. And that same person also took a picture of me, and it was one of the first times in a while that I saw a picture of me and wasn't immediately like, you know, like, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't a great picture. It still wasn't super flattering, but it was fine. Also, I've mentioned before that this thing is getting looser, and also, this might sound weird. If you've never been super overweight, this might seem strange to you to think about, but my feet are getting smaller. Your feet sort of spread out when you're heavier, and they get thicker this way. They haven't gone down like a full size or anything yet, but they are much thinner, and I'm hoping I can get back in some of my super cute boots. I'm not like a big shoe person. I spend most of my life in flip-flops, like even in the winter, but I do have some cute shoes that I've never really been able to wear because my feet just sort of ballooned, and what are you gonna do? Also, on that same day that I saw my friend who mentioned that I looked a little bit slimmer, and again, if you've never been seriously overweight or had like a medical condition that caused you a lot of pain just doing normal everyday things, this might sound weird, but I was able to actually stand and talk to her for like 20 minutes without feeling out of breath and without being in an excruciating amount of pain. Like without feeling like I needed to sit down like immediately. Literally just standing up and talking could get me out of breath. And so to be able to stand there and do it for close to half an hour without getting out of breath or without feeling like I needed to sit down was pretty cool. And I didn't really even think about it at the time, but like I stood there, I talked to her for a while, and then walked back to my car, which was a little ways away. I still had enough breath to talk to Josh while we walked back to the car. And then like as I was sitting in the car, it sort of dawned on me that I haven't been able to do that in a long time. And that it was a small victory, but it was an important one for me. And the last non-scale victory is that I am lower weight-wise than I've been in over a year and a half. And it seems like it was only a few months ago that I realized I was so high, and I was like, I have to do something to change this. And then I just kept not doing it. Or I'd sort of try and then let it fall to the wayside because I had something else that I needed to put my attention towards, or I felt like was more important than my health. And I swear it seemed like it was not that long ago where I was like, oh crap, I'm over 400. I've got to do something about it. Looking back at like my Garmin tracker and my MyFitnessPal and stuff, it was a long time ago. It was like over a year and a half ago that I hit over 400 pounds. And I'm happy to be down lower now. I mean, that's an understatement. It just doesn't seem real, I guess, because like I said, it doesn't seem that long ago I just hit over 400 pounds. I don't know why I didn't realize it's been so long that I have been this high. I feel like if it felt like I'd been this high for longer, then it would feel like more of an accomplishment to be down lower than I've been in a year and a half. But I'm never gonna get higher again. So I don't really know what to say about it. For my goals, my long-term goal is still the same, 158 pounds. My short-term goal is still the same for now, just to get under 400 freaking pounds. And hopefully next week I'll be able to set a different goal, hopefully. I also want to start doing better about the blog. Like I've been updating the Do It With Me weight loss stuff every week, but the only blog posts I've really made are like the recipes I'm using. So I want to do better about actually doing the blog posts, kind of like going along with my notebook. My immediate term goals are still to drink enough water, which I did fine on this week. Still to keep doing the stretches, which I didn't hit every day this week, but I have found a little bit more mobility, at least in my back, which isn't actually the primary area I wanted to stretch out, but I'm happy that I have more mobility there. I want to try and lose 2 pounds this week and get at least one blog post done that is not related to the Do It With Me weight loss. Anyway, I said this would be a short video, So that's how you knew it was gonna be long. I also want to mention real quick that I do have an Instagram account. I'm still adding stuff to it. It's pretty new. But then I thought, what the heck? And I started a Twitter account, and there's a Facebook page, and I think a Snapchat, maybe. I should probably know. Anyway, they're all back to Chubby. They're all the same username, so put that down below. Leave me a comment down below if you know any ways to be gaining weight or bloating or things while you're traveling, because I need them. And be sure to subscribe if you want to follow along with me on my weight loss journey. Thank you guys very much for joining me, and I will see you on, we'll just say Tuesday this time. I'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you guys. Bye.